Evening, fellow zombies. Are we alive yet? Or are we awake yet? It's only 7:01 in the evening. It is the 25th of September, 2025, or Thursday. Here's Zombie. We were John C. of Roseman, California. Eh? Eh. Otherwise known as the Diary of a Griever named John Weaver, which is me. Yeah, Comey. Comey got his ass fragged. But in looking at the indictment that they threw out and want people to freak out about, does he actually? Does the court system actually think they're going to be able to get Comey convicted? I mean, yeah, Comey was a Trump. He was a Trumpster in the first administration. Got his ass set up. Got kicked out. I really didn't have that much animosity towards the guy. Everybody else seemed to have animosity. Okay, so he got kicked out into the streets. And if I really was going after or have that kind of attitude towards Trumpsters in general, maybe, I would be saying to Comey, well, oh well. The problem is, I'm not saying oh well because if he is an honorable man, and I do believe he's an honorable man, I don't think he wants to go after. Well, he did go after Trump in his book, Tell Alls. When you get terminated, yeah, you too, the Tell Alls, and then you say everything else what's going on. But in this situation, I'm going to have to side with Comey at this one. At this point, I'm going to have to side with him in this point of him getting persecuted just because Trump wants to persecute his enemies. He really wants to show what kind of a badass he thinks he is. And if that's the case, this is how badass he is. He's the cheapest fucker around that gets things on a penny. You don't spend dollars for an item. He spends pennies. I mean, he's worse than a spendthrift. He wants his gold at a price he can rip off. So he wants to get a good lawyer, or actually a good prosecutor, to go after Comey. But the problem is, he wants someone totally manipulative. So he pulled out this one person you hardly ever suspected or ever came across, an insurance prosecutor for insurance as criminal. But the thing is, she also has the same motivations as Trump. Basically, she's a kiss ass. So she's also a Trumplicant. She's cheap. And here's the thing, they hadn't said anything about it. Probably get me for sexual harassment. She's a beautiful looking lady. And the usual sexual harassment criteria, yeah, that's what he's thinking. He's a lustful bastard. He's greedy. He's gluttonous. He's a lustful bastard. She's married. Saw the ring in a picture. Months ago that she was in the same Oval Office with the asshole, having a big poster picture of the Gulf of America. But she was there, doing a presentation. So this asshole that we're dealing with here, oh, he's just going crazy. No, they were showing more and more of the Truth Social, his own platform, his own press secretary, posting out his crap like it did in the first term. Doesn't he know that some of this stuff can be actually screen printed, kept as PDF files, maybe used against him in a court of law yeah. Well. And concerning about the pictures of him and this attorney, this wannabe prosecutor, she's not even rated, according to what court officials are saying. She's not even rated for where the indictment was done. I don't know how the hell she's going to be able to do this shit. No experience, none, in the criminal court system. So she's going after him. Have to call me at this point. Call me once it's done and over with. If the indictment doesn't hold, an assigned judge will probably look at it and wonder. Now, is this going to be manipulative? That's the one thing they never said anything about this one. Does Trump have all sway on every damn judge out there? Or is he going to hunt for a judge in that particular courthouse where the indictment was drawn up on? And is there going to be a Trumplicant judge in there that's going to be sympathetic? So Trump can actually buy his way out of this damn shit by bribery. Am I making any accusations? I wouldn't put it past this bastard to do such a thing. He already filed an injunction on Comey a few days before the termination. He wants this because he wants the press. He wants more obstacle. Look at the hands, look at the hands, look at the hands, look at the hands, look at that. Never mind what the thing over here is going. Look at the hands, look at the hands, look at the hands. He wants distraction all the time. Look at me, I'm a fantastic grandmaster in wherever the hell I am. Look at the hands, look at the hands, look at the hands, look at the hands. Don't look at anything. Don't look at a dog. Don't listen to her. She's not here. She's not here. She's not here. Dog's not here. Dog's not here. She's not whining. You can't hear her. You can't deal with her. She's not here, okay? That kind of distraction we're dealing with, guys. Yeah, if that wasn't bad enough. Oh, good Lord. I mean, this situation is getting harder and harder to deal with these days. And yeah, I was also going through the White House and looking at all the stuff that they got. Ugh, I want to throw up on that one. No, because I've been seeing all this damn crap he's got going, and I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it. But then again, we want to get into the religious aspect. We deal with a Joel Webbin and the Right Media Ministries. He wants murder and death and hanging and an execution. Public, because Charlie Kirk, God forbid, poor dear innocent Charlie Kirk had gotten murdered by the vicious left. And we want that left destroyed in public. I was trying to tell a friend of mine a long time ago that the United States had public executions, and so did France when they were doing their revolution. They had the guillotine, we had hanging. But we also have shooting and gassing. Take your pick. But we never had a televised. Of course, back in the colonial times, going out in the West and you got your houses being set up in Indian territory, you're taking it over left and right. But for the guys who are doing the robbing, killing, thieving, and all that sort of stuff, yeah, they had judges that sentenced people to prison, hard term, hard labor, but it really had to burn up their ass. Hangings. From what I researched a long while ago, that public hangings were on Sundays. Right after church, do your prayers for the assholes outside, then go out there, have a picnic, and watch the hanging. Oh, look, Mommy! They're going to hang another one today! Can we watch? It's Sunday, we always watch. Oh, goody, do we have lunch too? Were they also that bloodthirsty in France when they were doing the guillotines? Robespierre really must be having an issue during those days. Couldn't stand anybody of the aristocracy. And you either had to be with Robespierre or else you were going to be facing a guillotine. Remind you of someone we have here in the current times right now who probably would want to scream it out that he would want that killer on the news killed in public? to scare the hell out of people, to piss them off left and right. In certain states, when they actually do have public executions, they do not put it on the internet. They do not publicize the damn thing. It's private except for a few witnesses and for the prison officials. And the warden, too. You're just going to fuss. My dog's a fuss budget. Go on. And she's going around and she's going to fuss at me again. She's going to be fussing like crazy. Okay, so the states that actually do have death penalty on the records, is there any common knowledge, any public knowledge, that they actually put them, publicize the killing of another human being? It's one thing that the states would spend billions of dollars, or actually millions of dollars, to keep the prisoners alive. You know, courts deem they got life. Okay, they got life. And it's either the a jury selection that does it, or else the judge says, okay, give the guy life. But if they give him death, then I know there are certain states out there that actually do have a long-ass appeal process. California does. California does. We may allow the death penalty, but we also allow an appeal process. And it takes time because it has to go through the court systems. All the way up to the state Supreme Court, and if necessary, all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court if filed over there. Even up close to the deadline if they had to do it. But they do have the death penalty, and we do have it from once in a while. We'll have the injections. We don't have the firing squads. We don't have the hangings. And we sure as hell don't have the beheadings. But if I know some of the people are getting really sick, really sick in their punishment situations, that they want it. I hear it out of these mouths. I heard it out of one particular lunatic's mouth, Webben. He wants murder. If he thinks he's a man of God, and would a man of God tell people, let's kill him? Send him to me? There was a bad joke somewhere. It's like, kill them all, let God sort them out. Now, I heard that for a long while. I never could quite understand the callousness and the carelessness and the absolute lack of empathy for another human being, even though if that human being is heinous enough to probably deem murderer. Charles Manson was one asshole, and so was another guy, Richard Ramirez. Two guys I know in California that were complete psychopaths. Manson back in the early 70s scared the crap out of people left and right. Ramirez is back in the 80s. Both are dead. Ramirez died a few years after he was in jail. I don't know how he passed. Manson, old age got his ass. But they kept him locked up. They would never release him. Unfortunately, they may have released one of the Manson girls. But I'm not going to judge her on this one. Manson, I probably would. Manson probably would. But he was crazy enough that they didn't even bother to think that he would be eligible for the death penalty. When he was charged, it was charged for life, not death. Or it could have been reversed. I could have been wrong in that one, that there could have been a death penalty, but then reversed because the state law changed. I would have to research on that one. I just thought of it right now. So I had to check on that one for another time. Yes, that's my dog wanting attention at this point. She's a spoiled brat dog tonight. So, hang on. Yeah, I know, Mama. Come here. Yeah, well, you're the one hollering your head off, so Come here, sweetheart. So what I don't get is ministers who think that they can terrorize people, demonstrating that they have lack of empathy towards people by saying we want them dead because God would want them dead, and therefore we have to be the executioners. We have to be that way. We have to show that we're true Christians. We are true followers. No, you're true meatballs. That's what you are. Women and the other assholes I keep running into from time to time online who keep screaming and yelling that there are no rights for anybody else but me, or for the likes of me and my thinking, or my race, or anything else. They might say something stupid and silly. How dare you go against me? I'm the voice of God. Oh, yeah, bite me, you asshole, you hypocritical sorry son of a bitch who keeps pretending you're a Christian. You're a lying sack of shit. Deal with it. Yeah, I hate it. I really do. We've got other pastors out there online who are looking at these other people and wondering where the hell their head's at. They're like the spawn from Westboro Baptist Church that we had to deal with. And they still come out from time to time. They still have to come out from time to time and scare the crap out of people left and right. Because they want to show that they want to be feared. Because God told them to fear Him. And this is the other thing I don't get concerning about what we assume about God's supposed to be and what not. And unfortunately, I don't get their mind. I don't get their logic. I don't get them, period. It's not que sera, sera. It's like they want a conflict. They want to fight. They want to prove that their ego is so out there that God will take notice on them and reward them auspiciously. Yeah, right, sure. Give me a fucking break on that shit. I'm going to have a pastor ruling up people, rallying them up, and saying, you have to hate your neighbors at this point, like our president does. He's a true Christian nationalist. No, he's just a fucking insane lunatic, like everybody else that follows his ass. And you want to think that you want to follow with this hatred and anger towards people left and right? Just because they're different. You're not going to go out with one of them, are you? Are you afraid of someone being seen like that? It's indecent! Well, cover your eyes. No, it must be. No, it must be your way and your viewpoint right now. Yeah. Well, how about if you walk around blind? You won't have to see it. I hear and then walk around deaf and blind. I can't function. That's your problem, not mine. It must not be, says you. No, says God. Well, God hadn't told me about it. I'm telling you, are you God now? I am the voice and representative. You need a cough drop for your throat. You're losing the little vocal cords there a little bit. Ah! And there goes your blood pressure. I see the veins popping out already. Anything you just want to have a conniption fit? Ah! Thud. Yeah, 911. We got another religious fanatic that just popped his cork in his mind. He's got a blood vessels burst already. And also, he seems to be having a heart attack. Can you get over here, please? Thank you. Look, there's a lot of things we may or may not agree with or like or dislike. People want to be what they want to be. I'll leave them alone. If you have like a religious asshole pretending to be an educator, but wants to shove his version of what religion's supposed to be on people's ass, I'm sorry, I'm not going to deal with that one either. Oklahoma tried, and then the guy actually resigned after so many years of trying to be an asshole to other people, and also trying to manipulate kids into his thinking. What the hell was he thinking? I want kids to think like me. Oh, God forbid that should happen. And you're the same asshole, Ryan Walters, that goes in and the Board of Education of Oklahoma has a monthly meeting and watch porn. You get bored of what the hell's going on, so you watch porn in front of everybody. Ooh. He's not going to live it down. I don't care if he's in public or not public. He's open season. He made himself open season on that one. He made himself open season. He just couldn't figure the shit out. When you become a public figure out there, you are open season. Probably could say, "You're public." Yeah. And come on. Fill out the rest of the sentence. Come on. Well, you could be if I was going into public service. I'm still a private person talking stuff out of my mouth. But if I am a truly public person at this point, then I guess I truly would be open season, wouldn't I? How much research would they have to say and be? Let's see. You've done this and you've done that and you've been and you have. And don't you understand? No, because you didn't make your point clear enough. And you also have blood vessels popping out already. You seem to be having rapid pulse. So you're sweating like crazy. And you're about to vapor lock. Only because you wanted to be this way, to stress out. I get stressed out at night. Why? Because I have her to deal with. You ever dealt with a crazy dog at times? She is headstrong. She's a pain in the butt sometimes. I mean, I could say those kind of descriptives, but let's explain some things. She's old. She's deaf. She's blind. Her sniffer sometimes works. And if she don't get any attention, even after I put her down, she whines, circles around. Drives me crazy over that one, so I have to keep putting her in the arms. But late at night when I want to go to bed, and she'll wake up and said, "Well, Johnny, I want service. I want. It's no wonder I got a therapist and a reverend and a few other people saying, "Don't you ever sleep?" I said, "Sleep, what's that? I'm dealing with a tyrant. I know we got a national tyrant who wants everything for himself, but he hasn't met my dog. She's over 20 years. She's a stress case. I love her to death. My devotion to an animal. My devotion to a family member." Make a correction. And yeah, she's not perfect as hell. She isn't. She's a pain in the ass, and I love her to death. And if that's the case, then that's the case. If nobody else likes it, well, that's on them, not me. Other than that, I'm just trying to survive. That being said, guys, have a good night. We'll try to do another dark log if we have to. Until then,